Right now,
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's showtime. Right now,
ladies and gentlemen,
it's showtime. Right now,
ladies and gentlemen,
it's showtime. Right now,
ladies.
Rebel Club is the most amazing marketing Rebel Club out there because have $1 with me every month. Amazing price of, are you ready? 390 dirhams a month.
right now,
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's showtime. Right now,
ladies and gentlemen,
it's showtime.
Hello, 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 and welcome to our live show. What I believe is episode 11. Yay! We're live. We are here. It is Tuesday, 28th of April, and the Rebel Nation is here. And I am so excited for tonight's live show. I was just grabbing my cup of tea. And I don't know about you, but the week so far has been manic. But I am so excited that we are here. I've got some birthday balloons behind me, some birthday flowers. I'm still coming off all of the beautiful birthday love that I felt from everybody. It was such a delicious weekend. We had the boat soiree. It was just so awesome to go out into the ocean with the rebels. You can always tell how my day was by the state of my hair. Who is here? Let me start checking on the comments. Who is here? Aldrin is here. So excited indeed. Yay, Aldrin is here. I see some of you on Instagram. I see some of you on YouTube. Oh my God, this hair is just all over the place. I'm always thinking that, okay, this Tuesday, I'm going to have everything ready and I'm going to be on time and everything is going to be great, but it just never happens. I'm always running around like a maniac. I was running around like a maniac today, but the weekend was so beautiful. We had our boat soiree with some of us rebels. And then on Sunday, I had such a delicious birthday. My mom really knows my love language. She gifted me to go see my other best friends. Do you know who are my other best friends? My other best friends are the fishies. She sent me to the aquarium. She got me a ticket for me to go to the aquarium and for me to go and hang out with the fishies. I had never been to the aquarium here at Atlantis. It is so cool. But how are you? How is everybody? We haven't done an emotional check in a while. So from 1 to 5, how is the Rebel Nation? 5 being your absolute best. 4 is good. 3, you're a little bit on that breaking, kind of like, oh, I'm just about hanging. I'm just about hanging. And then 2, you are meh. And 1, you're like, maybe I need a hug. Where are we, Rebel Nation, from 1 to 5? I want to know. I am so excited for tonight's show. And this is what I love about the show, is that every week can be different. So, and always having showcases. So tonight I've got 2 awesome showcases. I've got my really good friend, Walid Shah, who actually did an amazing photo shoot with me when I turned 40. I will give you some of that. I will be sharing some of that, but you can already see it, a semi-nude photo shoot when I turned 40, and he was the man. He was the photographer that I really wanted to do that with, and it was just such a magical experience. So I'm going to have him on the show, and I cannot wait for you to hear about his campaign that he's bringing back, and you can be a part of it. So I'm really excited. So, and then swimming, I wanted to find my goggles, but I didn't have time. Who here wants to learn how to swim? Or maybe you want to refresh your swimming skills. So I've got something to do with swimming. Why am I doing this? This is not really swimming. This is swimming. So who is here? I have Aldrin here. Okay, Aldrin is a hug is always good and welcome. I agree. A hug. I'm gonna confess. Last night I cried for a minute. I just needed to cry. You know when you just need to cry for a minute and then everything is fine? It's like a reset. Yeah, I had that last night. I think it was like 10:30. And I was like, oh, just need to have a crying moment. So yeah, I cried for a minute. And then I was like, oh, everything's fine. So yeah, sometimes a good cry really helps. So okay, Aldrin. So Aldrin, you're on give me a hug. That was a dog paddle. Thank you. I knew I was close to something. Oh my God, it's like my inner animal came out. A dog paddle. Thank you. You can always rely on your friends. Aldrin is definitely one of those friends that I honestly think he knows how to read my mind, because sometimes he just always guesses things before I say them, especially when we're doing events together. It's like he always knows my next step of what's gonna come up. Fari is here. Birthday with the fishes. Yes, birthday with the fishes. Fari is here. Twinkle is here. Those amazing dog treats. Yay. My mom is here. I'm always so happy when my mom is here. Sulafa is here. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I definitely felt so much love. And I'm seeing that, Mahita is here. 3 going on 6. Okay, 3 going on 3 going on 6. What is 6? What could be 6? 6 is six just means you're having amazing life orgasms. All right, talking about orgasms, which, by the way, what I just said has absolutely no segue to what I'm about to say next, but here we go. So I don't know about you, but recently I've been munching on my brains. Some rebels have been munching on my brains. Oof, look at that. Can you really hear it? Because it's like right next to the microphone. I love ASMR. So some rebels, quite a few rebels actually, a lot of rebels have been recently been munching on my brains. That's right. You can now every week have a bite of my brain. You can snack on my brain. You can have my brain juice. You can have my brain power. You can have my brain ideas every Wednesday. So I really just wanted to make sure that you know about something epic, amazing, awesome, like super amazing, delicious that has been happening every Wednesday. And that is my group mentorship, Borrow My Brains. You can borrow my brains. It's every Wednesday at 11 in the morning, and it's 2 hours. And I am kicking your ass. And it is so freaking cool because it's 60 dirhams a month, which is insane. I've never done anything this slow. But then again, we never had missiles flying over the skies of the UAE. So in times of crisis, things get crazy. So 60 dirhams a month, and every Wednesday, you can join me and these amazing rebels. Twinkle is here. Twinkle, you're one of those rebels that are munching on my brain. And you can bring your questions. I do Q&A. I do instant audits. But as Twinkle will even tell you, I think one of the best things that happens on the lives is that everybody learns from everybody. So your question, someone's question actually becomes really valuable to you too. But I also drop hot topics. So if there are things that I know you need to be doing with your business and your marketing, I drop them there. So anyway, wanted to make sure that you don't miss out on munching on my brains. It's 60 dirhams a month, and it is every Wednesday, and you even get access to the past recordings. If you are interested, DM me on WhatsApp or Instagram with the word brain. So that's that. All right. Okay, tonight's class, I'm so used to doing classes. Tonight's show is really fun, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to start right into it because let me get my let me start getting my interactivity stuff going on here. So tonight's class, the first part of tonight's class I'm so excited about is really I mean, if you haven't been caught up on all of the Michael Jackson buzz, the Michael movie buzz, are you even here on this earth? All right, let's make things really fun. I want you to comment on the comments. What is your favorite Michael song? What's your favorite Michael Jackson song? I'm going to play my favorite. I don't know if you can hear it. This is my favorite. Can you hear it? I'm not sure if you can hear it. Your favorite Michael Jackson song? Write for me in the comments. I want to know. I don't know. Can you guys hear my music? Let me know if you can hear my music. Human Nature. Ooh. Should we have a Michael Rebel soiree? Oh my God, I just got inspired. Shall we have a Michael Rebel soiree? Should we have, I think, Rebels, I think we should have a Michael Rebel soiree, and then we all go watch the movie. Remember the time we first met, you remember the time. Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal, Remember the Time. Can you hear Remember the Time? Fari, I'm playing it. I don't know if you can hear it. Black or white. New favorite is Young Michael. Music and Me. Love that. Heal the World. Human Nature. Say. Can you hear it? Yeah. Can you hear it? Do you remember? Say. Should we just dance and party and forget everything else? You remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the time? Oh, it's so good. So guys, let's learn and let's get inspired by how this movie's marketing has really been so genius. I am so inspired. So let's get started. Woo! All right. I guess I have to turn my music off. God, I don't want to turn it off. I just vibe so much with music. Oh, one day I'm gonna have this huge stage with all these people that do the technical stuff, and then I'll be like, turn the music on now, turn it off now. Okay, so as you guys know, we're all about learning, and here in the Rebellion. And in case you don't know, I have nearly 100 free classes on my free Rebel Academy. In case you're new here and you've been living under a rock, and on some of my free classes, I have actually done classes where I am teaching you, I'm sharing with you a lot of the marketing lessons that you can learn from famous people. So I have done previous classes around this topic, what you can learn from Taylor Swift, what you can learn from Rihanna, what you can learn from Kim Kardashian. And if you're thinking, but Alex, we're not them. How the heck could we ever kind of recreate those things? Well, that's why you got to take the class, because I actually show you what are some of the lessons we can even take. And even now, as I'm about to share with you, what are some of the things we can learn? Not only we can readapt them, but we can get inspired. So let's get started. Who is dying to go see the movie? I really, really, really want to go see the movie. I have messaged Vox Cinema. I have asked them to give the Rebel Nation free tickets. Can you all manifest with me? Can we all pray to the Rebel gods? Because I'm really wanting Vox Cinema to give us some tickets so we can all go see it. And I'm actually just thinking we should definitely shall we have a Michael Rebel soiree? Oh my God. And then maybe we could go see the movie. Oh, I'm feeling inspired. I'm in. Twinkle is, I'm in. Pujita's here. Me, I'm going tomorrow. I'm jelly. So I am so you guys know me. I'm a marketing geek. Been doing this for 20 years. In case you guys, some of you guys don't know, 20 years doing digital social media marketing. So I'm always learning. I'm a geek, and I have been watching since November how the marketing has been done for this movie. And it's been incredible, because if there is one thing this marketing team decided to do, is what they've done with the marketing leading up to the movie. It's very different on how you see marketing being done for other movies. First of all, this movie has already grossed more than any other biopics. So the Elvis and all of the other ones, this one is the biggest one grossing in the cinema box office right now. And the way that they've done their marketing is they've actually turned their marketing into an event. And it's been all based on nostalgia and memory. And this is hardcore when you are thinking about how can we do marketing to promote a movie and how we're going to turn that into an event. That's pretty badass. And that is already a lesson here, guys. Rebel Nation, this is already a lesson for you to think when you are launching a product, a service, or an event. So many of you here have events, right? I'm hearing that there's no sound on Instagram, but I think there is sound on Instagram. I think it was about the music. So when you are thinking about launching something, a product, a service, maybe it's an event, in-person event or a webinar, that's already one small inspirational learning point. how do I want the campaign for me to promote the launch of what I'm launching? What do I want it to be? I'm always talking to you guys about branding. Do you want it to feel like it's an immersive experience? Do you want it to feel like it's an event? Do you want people to feel massively curious and intrigued? Because if you're not building up momentum to whatever it is that you have, that you want people to give you attention, then you're not doing anything, because it's not just going to be a reel. It's not just going to be a photo or a carousel. You have to decide, what level of emotion do I want to create when I'm going to create a campaign? And what this team has done, they've decided, we're going to make the marketing for the movie an event. And that is a true testament to what Michael did. Michael wanted to deliver the highest, best experience for his audience, for us, his fans, right? So that's already one of the first things here. So talking about the teaser and talking about how the campaign has been one huge multitude of events, let's start with the teaser. So the teaser trailer came out in November last year, and it was released during the Grammys. Now, here's already some lessons for us, right? Which I have been teaching you this a lot. And it's funny because I was on a call with a client today, my Hard Rock Cafes. I was on a call with one of the cafes today. And funny enough, we talked about teaser, because when you are launching something, again, could be a show that you have, could be a webinar, could be a product, could be a service. I don't care what the heck it is, but you're launching something and you want people to know about it. Do you have a teaser phase? Teaser phases are so important in your campaign planning. A teaser phase is made to warm the audience up. You can't just off the back launch something. That's going to be harder. You want to tease people in. You want to give them little yummy breadcrumbs, behind the scenes, little teasers. So the trailer, the teaser for Michael was dropped at the Grammys. What is our lesson here? If you actually watch my free class on lessons to learn from Rihanna, I teach this. Who remembers Rihanna's Super Bowl? What did she do at the Super Bowl? At the Super Bowl, there was two incredible things that Rihanna did. She actually stopped for a moment and opened one of her products, and she patted herself. So there was product placement at a time that billions of people were watching the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is the most watched event in the US. And in that moment, she decided to do product placement. So this is the same thing we are seeing here with Michael, the teaser trailer. They dropped the teaser trailer at the Grammys. The Grammys is the biggest one, if not one of the biggest music events in the US. Obviously, Michael being a musician, that's where they dropped the teaser. So what does that mean for us, Rebel Nation? It means that when you have the attention of people, right now I have your attention, I'm seeing you guys here with me, I could now drop something. And I did. I talked about borrow my brains. So learn, when do you have the attention? When do you have a moment? It's an event. It's something that you can then capitalize from that event for you to drop that thing. So this is already like such good lessons. All right, let's get into really exciting stuff. So if you thought that flash mobs were like dead and cheesy, this is again another really cool lesson on a lot of the marketing tactics that you think are out of fashion. You can actually bring them back if it makes sense. So I want to show you here how amazing they actually brought back flash mobs. And it's really funny because I remember when flash mobs were a thing, and I was even part of one when I worked in Singapore. I did a flash mob for a bank, HSBC was. Right. So let me show you. So I'm going to show you some incredible flash mobs that they've been doing. So let me just share my screen here for you guys. Hold on. And I want to show you how amazing. And let me put some music on for you. And hold on. How cool is that? So freaking cool. So this is another reminder that when it comes to marketing tactics and you are thinking, um, some things are dead and they're never coming back. Flash mobs haven't been around much anymore for the past couple of years, right? But here is a great representation on how going and getting a marketing idea that used to work in the past, and it was kind of in a way kind of dead, and in a way kind of cheesy and lame because people haven't really been doing flash mobs, how they brought back flash mobs, because in this case it makes absolute sense for Michael Jackson. And wouldn't it be so, I mean, can we get some flash mobs here in Dubai? Because you imagine how cool that is. Puji is saying love flash mobs. Me too. I love them. Right. The next thing I want to show you is how they've actually thought about the detail of Michael and some of his iconic accessories, and how they turned those iconic accessories into your movie experience. So look how cool that is. If you guys can see, the Michael's famous black fedora hat is now your popcorn bucket. That is so freaking badass. Now, I don't know if they will do this here in the UAE. Pujita, you're going to see it, right? So let us know on the group, on the WhatsApp group, if we're going to have that here in Dubai. But that is just such an awesome detail. It just makes that experience feel closer to Michael. Everything in this marketing campaign has been built on memory and nostalgia and turning it into an event, multitude of things that make you feel this is extraordinary. They are wanting people to feel they're part of an event even before they've gone to the movie. So the fedora hat, as the popcorn holder, I'm absolutely in love with this. And what is the lesson here for us is that when you are thinking about your touch points with your consumers, with your customers, how can you make every touch point special and unique and on brand? Fuji, yep, generally don't get popcorn, but I'll see if they're doing it. Yes. All right. The next thing that I want to show you, and we're going to do this together. I'm actually going to get my phone. They have a really cool Spotify activation, and I want us to do it together. I'm actually going to share screen my phone here with you. So there's a Spotify experience on Spotify where you discover what is your Michael era. It is so cool. Are you guys ready? Let's do it together because I think it will be fun to do it together. So hold on. I'm gonna start sharing my phone with me, and I'm gonna start sharing my phone with me. What is Alex saying? This is when Alex starts to have so many screens that I need to share. But okay, just bear with me. I'm gonna bring my phone up and we're gonna do it together, because I started doing it this afternoon as I was preparing things for tonight's show. But then I was like, no, let's do it together with the rebels. Okay, so you on the comments are gonna let me know if you can see my phone in just a moment. Okay, so let's see here if you are going to see my phone. Hold on. It should come up. A lot of things are probably going to come up, but here we go. Okay. My phone. I hope nothing crazy pops up on my phone. You see it? Let me guys know on the comments if you guys can see my phone. Oh, no, you can't yet because I haven't put it on the screen. Duh. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay, now you can see it on the screen probably. Yes. And now it looks a little bit crazy, but is it better now? Okay. So, just going to double check if you guys can see it. I think you can. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, you can see it. All right. So let's get started. Let's do it together, actually. So what you're going to do is to activate this Spotify activation, by the way, you cannot do it on desktop. So get your phone now and actually go to the Michael. Oh my God. Can you see my Explore feed? My whole entire Explore feed now is Michael. So I want you to go to the Michael Movie Instagram page, and we're going to start the Spotify activation from there. Thank you, Kays, for saying yes. You can see my screen, right, guys? Okay. So now when you are on the Michael Instagram page, you guys are going to click on the links, and you will see here, discover your Michael Jackson era on Spotify. And this is what you're going to click. So now you're going to click on it, and it's going to open Spotify on mobile app. You can only do this on mobile app. I tried to do it on desktop, but it doesn't work on desktop. And look how cool this is. Can you guys see? Step onto stage, dive into your music. So let's see what it says. 62% energy. You live for soaring. This is so cool. You live for soaring vocals, electric drops, and heart-pounding builds. When the volume rises, so do you. Okay. 65% danceability. So this is so cool, guys, because if you are an analytics geek like me, this is so cool, because what they are doing is they are pulling into your Spotify behavior. They are pulling into your music that you listen, and now they are giving you these stats. Are you guys doing it? Let me see the comments. For me to see comments, I need to go back to this screen, which looks a bit crazy for you guys. Aldrin is saying, yep, amazing. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. So let's see what else it has here. 63% happiness. So on mine, I have 63 happiness. Your sound radiates joy with bright grooves and feel-good hooks. Are you guys doing it? Isn't this this is pretty cool, right? 67% popularity. Okay, with a library that feels like a greatest hits album, you're no stranger to the spotlight. Okay. 113 BPMs. Your music moves fast, keeping pace like a perfectly timed spin. Okay, cool. And then let's see what else is there. Oh, 62% energy. Okay. And then I think I'm going to tap this. Get your Michael Jackson era. Let's see what happens. Your Michael Jackson era is invincible. Oh, this is so cool. Smooth, ballad-driven, R&B leaning tracks. Your music taste matches this era's slow-burning grooves. This is so cool. And then I can share my era, which is pretty awesome. Here we go. It creates a really nice screen for Instagram stories. And now I can listen. So I can listen to this album. Isn't this just so freaking cool? And look at this. Look how cool this is. A great example of a landing page, guys. Look how beautiful this landing page is done. The top part is the hero part. And now we've got swipe through and tap to explore other areas. So they are plugging in Michael's album. Then we've got watch the trailer. And then we have amazing immersive video and book tickets. So all of the call to actions, booking the tickets, watching the trailer, and listen to more music. Isn't this just so freaking cool? Did you guys do it? Let me stop mirroring my phone so I can get back to you guys. It is so freaking dope. All right, let's keep going. Let me see your comments. Did you guys do it? Let me know in the comments. You guys know that the comments are the lifeline to this live show, so that I know you're there and I'm not alone. Okay, I want to show you more fun stuff. I want to show you. Let me share my screen here. Let me share my screen. I want to show you more fun stuff that they've done, right? So one of the coolest things that I've been telling you is how they've been turning the marketing for this movie into an event, and that is because of the activations. So let me now just show you.
For DJ Spinderella.
These are. So this is a truck that they've done. So this is, look at that. That is such a cool truck that they've done that has a live DJ inside, and it's just blasting out all these Michael Jackson hits in the street, and people are gathering around. And this truck is moving. It's like a DJ truck. And as it's moving, you don't see it here, but I've seen on other clips, as it's moving in the street, there's a kind of like a statue, a mannequin of Michael sitting by the piano. So, it's just so freaking cool. And this is, again, another amazing representation on how incredible you can turn moving vehicles and really capturing the audience and stopping, and also giving the audience something to take pictures and make videos. So I'm absolutely in love with this. Let me show you more. This is so cool, right? The next thing I want to show you is what they've done with billboards. The billboard game for this movie is on another level. I mean, look at this billboard. That is so freaking insane. It's interactive. It moves. It's got Michael's iconic dance move that we know, that leaning in from that became really famous, right? Aldrin is saying, I got Dangerous as my MJ area. Guys, what eras did you guys get? Tell me on the comments. Fari, did you do it? Guys, are you still doing it? Have I lost you? What era did you get? Dangerous is one of, actually, Dangerous, I remember so vividly when my dad gave me that album, and the cover is so iconic. So look how incredible this billboard is. It's an interactive billboard. It's moving. It's giving people a reason to freaking stop and take pictures and make videos. And the billboards have become the trailers, the teasers, because this is just so cool. But there is more. Let me show you more. There's another billboard that I want to show you here. This billboard, it's so freaking cool because this billboard is playing music. So when you walk past the billboard, there's music coming out. I'm gonna put the sound on so you guys can hear it. Again, another amazing lesson on making, if you are doing outdoor signage, if you are doing pamphlets, if you are doing posters, if you have an event, if you are doing markets, why aren't people going to your market stalls? Because you're not giving them something interactive, something exciting for them to stop. And this is great inspiration here, just as reminders to, if we're not making things interactive, if we're not making things fun, then people don't have a reason to stop. Let me show you more. Another smart thing that they did is a tour bus. They did a tour bus, even though there's no tour, right? There's no tour, but they've done this really awesome tour bus in the iconic red, and it's traveling all around like LA and different cities. And it's stopping, and it's got flash mobs, and it's got a huge screen. But when people are seeing the flash mob, when they are seeing the bus, the tour bus, it's such a photo op opportunity. And obviously, oh, look, and they even have the dates. So it's almost like, as we are seeing, they're like wanting to create an event. And now let me show you one of my favorite activations that they've done is this one now. I absolutely... So they've actually created a huge Michael Jackson DJ live party concert in LA just during the day. During the day, I'm going to shut up so you guys can see it. During the day in LA, you're walking, going about your life, and now suddenly there's this huge DJ party going on, playing Michael's theme.
Louder.
That's it.
So freaking cool. Pooji is asking if it plays. Yes, the billboard is playing. So as you would be walking by, you would then hear Michael Jackson's music coming off that billboard. Isn't it so insane? It's just so freaking cool. And the last thing that I want to show you before we go into, oh my God, I totally even forgot to play our trailer. I had a trailer for our mini class. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it at the end. The last thing that I want to show you is such a reminder on how the way they've gone about their marketing is. I don't know if you've already spotted, but they have thought about the different age demographic, okay? Because Michael has lots of different generations, all the way from the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. And now all these young people that are catching up to MJ, right? So what I really loved is they've also gone to Snapchat and they've created Snapchat filters. So what we are seeing in all of this marketing that they've done is they decided to make the marketing an event by creating really immersive experience, interactive experiences that bring to life the iconicness of what was Michael and his concerts. The dancing, everything was about the music and the dancing and people feeling it. So they really built that out to take that into the streets and into so many different touch points, from Spotify to a billboard to a bus going to the merch that you have, and even thinking about different demographics. Snapchat, this is for the Gen Z, the Gen X you thought Snapchat filters were dead. They're not dead. So there you have it. All these amazing inspirational lessons that we can take. I'm always telling you, learn from the best. And the way that they are marketing the movie is definitely a true testament to a masterclass. And there's many lessons here for you to feel inspired for your signs, your billboards, your pamphlets, the way you are building out your campaigns, your teaser phases, and that emotional hook. Because what we are seeing here, when the marketing team sat down and decided, how do we do the marketing for this movie? Well, it has to be built on nostalgia and memory, and we have to turn it into an event. These are all emotional branding hooks. So when you are thinking about how do you promote your things, it has to be these questions that you need to ask yourself. What is the emotional hooks that I want people to feel and to have with what I am launching? Woohoo! Okay. Did we enjoy this mini class? I had a trailer for mini class. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it at the end now. The end. Don't we love imperfection and chaos? I do. Okay, now we are going to move into the second segment of the live show, and I'm not going to forget, and that is... Okay, on our next segment, we've got showcases. But before we jump right into our amazing guests, did you enjoy that mini class on Michael? I'm seeing so many cool comments here. During my university, we danced on an MJ song, and also at my ex-workplace in House of Hype, we have an MJ show. That is just so freaking cool. Casey saying, did you know that Michael Jackson's wealth increased after his death compared to when he was alive? Of course, when people die, when iconic people die. And again, I have taught about scarcity in marketing, and it's a little bit similar to what you're saying. When something disappears, when someone disappears, it in value. When there's less of something, more higher valuable item. So absolutely, yes. Puji is saying, love it. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to go into my first guest. Let me just check here what's going on the backstage. I'm looking for my guests. Okay, so my next guest that I am bringing on, something to do with swimming, swimming. Let's see. I'm going to bring on stage Urban Swim Academy. Urban Swim Academy, welcome to the show. Can we hear you?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh my God, I love your background. You do
Isn't it
look like you
beautiful?
are on a pool.
Yeah, it is our beautiful pool at Wellfit Meydan. We love this pool.
That is so cool. I found you on Instagram and I was so like excited because I hadn't really heard much about swimming academy and swimming lessons. And fun fact, when I was younger, I used to be in swimathons. I used to love swimming. And this was when I was in the UK. And swimming actually was a huge escape for me because I was super bullied when I was in school when we moved to the UK. And swimming became a place where I felt really just in my element and I could escape a lot of the bullying that was going on. And I was obsessed about doing swimathons. Just a little fun fact. And my strongest stroke was backstroke. So yeah, so I love swimming. I love the ocean. Obviously, I'm a mermaid. Sometimes I'm just a human. So I am so excited to hear about Urban Swim Academy. Tell me, how did you start it? What inspired you? How long you guys have been around? Tell us everything.
Yeah. So listen, I've been in the country for 26 years, so I've been here quite a bit. But my background is hospitality. I was working in luxury hotels before. And then one day I decided to pack it all up and decided to open a sports company. We were a fitness company specialized in pre and postnatal, so new mums. And then we kind of grew and grew and grew. And then we decided to open a swim academy. And I left all the fitness stuff aside and decided to concentrate on swimming. And that was about, overall, the company is about 16 years old. And the swimming part of it is about 8 years old.
Wow. And what was the passion behind the swimming? What was it that you were like, okay, it's going to be swimming and that's what we want to, that's the service, the experience that we want to do?
Okay, there's two things. One is we had loads of people asking us for swim lessons. So all of our moms who were just with their babies and they wanted to get back in shape, or they were pregnant and they just wanted to feel comfortable in the water. And the water is an incredibly comfortable place. So that was that demand. And then the second thing is, as I was getting old, I couldn't do I couldn't do as much as I wanted to do anymore. I used to run half marathons all the time and do all sorts of fitness stuff. And my body was just craving the beautiful sensation that you have in your water when you exercise in the water. And that was just it. So demand from customers and demand from my own body, who was just like, no, this is what you got to do.
Wow. So tell us what type of classes you have. What is swimming good for? Because I'm loving the videos and I loved let's go back to this one. Breathing problems. Tell me about this. Tell me what are some of the benefits and things that you guys see with swimming?
Listen, like swimming is just an entire all body workout. This is everything. It is everything, literally. It works on your core. It works on your back. It works on your cardio. It's just so good. And it just doesn't have this impact on joints that a lot of other sports do. So it is just a really perfect sport for anybody, young, older, pregnant, not pregnant, problems with, muscles and joints. Here you go, me there.
I love this video.
It's just a great sport, and it's an all-round sport. And it's one of those things here, when you live in this country here, is that there is a swimming pool at every corner. There's the sea, just right there on our doorstep. And it is one of those life skills. It is one of those things that you just have to learn. You need to learn how to be comfortable in the water. You need to learn how to move in the water and not be scared of the water. That's what we do. We teach swimming to everybody, from babies through to adults, from beginners through to, performance, kids, teens, everyone.
Wow. I mean, I feel like I'm biased talking about this because I'm a water child. I sometimes ask my mom, "Are you sure you didn't give me a water birth?"
Yeah.
Because I'm
Listen, we
so
all started in water, right? We all
That's
started
true,
on
that's true,
mum.
that's true. Yes.
So here you go.
Yeah, that's true. I forget. I'm not a mom, so I'm so not in tune with the whole birthing thing. But yes.
You started in water as well.
That is very true. That is so true. I love the water. For me, the water gives me such a sense of, for me, it's cleansing. It's got such a cleansing. When I'm in the water, I feel like there's just already, obviously, I'm now talking about sea salt water, but even when I'm in the pool, the moment, and you know what, even today I woke up and I could feel that I was a bit more tense, and I could feel that I was tensed, I was more fatigued, I wasn't fresh, I wasn't feeling my usual fresh. And you know what I did? Oh, you would be proud. I went and I did about 5-10 minutes of swimming in the pool,
It's amazing.
because that's just what the water does for me. To get into a pool, if I don't want to go to the sea, just getting in that water, and like you said, your whole body moves. So
Yeah.
and you feel light and you feel fresh. So I don't know why I'm just obsessed. I'm a water kid. I'm a water child. So either it's the ocean or either it's a pool. But I do see how it does have these benefits for me. Like today is and it's actually really funny that this happened today and you are on the show today, because I promise
Yeah.
this is not planned. It was not planned, but it is something that I do. If I do feel more fatigued or stressed or tense, that's what I do. I will just literally take 10 minutes and I go to the pool, and I don't have a big pool. It's actually a small one, but just the swimming back and forth, I come out of the water and it's like I'm like
Yeah.
immediately lighter.
It's a
Like
very
what's
it's a very calming play. It's a calming environment. And as a matter of fact, we have a lot of children who have various different sort of diagnoses, and either on the spectrum or ADHD. The water is a really comfortable place for them. It's really sensory calming as such. It's just a really good
Wow,
thing
wait,
for us, for the
you said
body.
it helps with ADHD. Tell us more, because I know a lot of
I'm
people
not
out there.
saying it helps. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it helps with ADHD, but it's a very comfortable place for children who have
Yeah.
so sensory issues.
Yeah.
It's very often when they're overstimulated, we'll see them. They'll come and they'll go under the water and they'll just like calm down a little bit. So yes, it is just one of those places that feels comfortable for a lot of children who have various needs.
So what classes do you have? What offerings do you have? How many pools do you have? Where can we find you? Tell us, because by the way, I love your content. It's so crisp and cool, and the videos are so awesome. I love how you have these slow-mo moments. So I don't know who's doing your content, but your videos are really, really cool.
Yeah, thanks. We do it all internally. It's great. I've got a great team, and people are really just really happy to showcase, what we do, which is fantastic. We've got multiple pools. We're all in Dubai. Everything is in Dubai. We've got a couple of schools that we operate out. One in Damac Hills, Jebel Ali School. One in Sport City, Dwight School. We are at the French Lycée in Al Quoz. We are at Greenfield International School in DIP, but then we also have a couple of clubs, WellFit, this beautiful facility behind me, and Jumeirah Island Clubhouse. If you know GIC, as we call it, Jumeirah Islands, it is the most gorgeous sort of premium sort of leisure club, and we run lessons there as well. Am I forgetting anything? Ranches Primary School in Arabian Ranches as well. So these are our venues. We also do lessons at people's home, and we do just about everything. Group lessons for adults, and we've got 5 different levels of adults. So from complete beginners, people who are just learning how to blow bubbles and put their head under the water, to masters, what we call masters. So you've seen a couple of videos of our masters earlier on.
Yeah. Okay. So people
So
want to
these
be
are our
certified.
performance. Yeah, those. This, for instance, here. No, this is our training center. But our masters are sort of a more performance sort of adults. And then for kids, we run lessons, so what we call independent lessons, where the parent is not in the pool, so where the child is learning. And that's from usually about 3 years old, that you can see an example of that here. And then we also do parent and baby lessons. So that's where the parent is in the water with a baby, and we start at 3 months old. So it really isn't, there's nothing too young to get started.
I love that. What would be one tip that you would give to someone who is scared of going into the water? Because sometimes I hear, I've heard people say like they're kind of scared to go in the water, or they don't know how to swim. And for me, that's just so alien, because I feel safer in the water. I feel more comfortable in the water. What do you say to someone that is scared or feels a little bit hesitant about swimming? What do you say to that?
We encounter a lot of people who have, there's a word for it, aquaphobia, who have aquaphobia,
wow.
and we do work a lot with them. I think the one tip is, find a coach who has training in aquaphobia. Plenty of my coaches do, and they will very slowly, very gently sort of bring you into the love of the water and the comfort in the water. So they'll just really work with you. And if that means that your first session is 10 minutes just standing in the water, not doing anything, not hanging on to anything, then that's what it is. But I think it's a very progressive sort of way of working. But we can start sort of working with you in associating pool time, water time with well-being and happiness, and a whole sort of thing. So it's a real rewiring of your sensations.
Wow. Are those sessions best done alone, or do you do them alone? Do you do group sessions?
It depends on the severity of your aquaphobia. If you are extremely anxious, if it is really something that is, sort of visceral to you, I would say work on a one-on-one basis, certainly for a few sessions. It doesn't need to be, forever. But yes, just work on a one-on-one with the coach who's really going to help you sort of come out of your shell in the water.
We just got a rebel here telling us, let me get my Instagram live back again. But we just got a rebel here on YouTube saying, Pujita says, I'm scared of water. I feel I'm frowning, maybe drowning, but also maybe frowning. Maybe both can also happen. Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. Wet hands irritate me. My dad calls me Dracula. Wait, I am missing the reference between Dracula and being afraid of water.
Me too.
We need more information.
I'm not sort of au fait with Dracula as sort of he myth as such, but I don't think he had a problem with water. But no, I mean, listen, you work with a coach who helps you, and then you'll get there. We have never come across somebody who hasn't sort of managed to get over this. If your aquaphobia is not too bad, or if it's just the fact that you're just a little bit uncertain because you've never learned to swim when you were younger, then a group class is absolutely fine, and you can do a beginner's group class, and that that will work for you.
Wow. Okay. Well, on that note, I'm going to bring on stage here your offer, because I know you've got an amazing offer for the Rebel Nation. So if you are here, and maybe Fujisa, this is for you, tell everybody, what is this amazing offer that you have for us Rebels?
Listen, we're going to give you everybody a free group lesson. So it's really simple. If you're a beginner, it's a 45-minute group lesson. If you are more advanced, it will be 1 hour. And in any of our venues, so we run those classes in the venues that I mentioned earlier on. We just really want to get people started with us.
04-357-0722. Who's gonna call the Rebel hotline and win a free swimming lesson? Oh my god, this is so cool. 04-357-0722. This is such an amazing offer, and they can choose what location they will go, when it will be. Yep. Tell us.
Yeah, they can choose whatever location out of our group classes. Obviously, it will depend on their level. So we could either, if they're not sure what their level is, we can just bring them in for a free assessment. And then we'll tell them your level introduction, 1, 2, or masters. And then they can just have their free class. Yeah.
So cool. Okay, someone 04-357-0722. That's the Rebel hotline. We need to have the Rebel hotline ring, because if it doesn't ring, I might not just show up next week. There's five adults receive a 1 complimentary group swim session. So that means there's 5 winners, right? 5
Correct.
people can win. There's 5 of you, Rebels. 04-357-07-2022. Do I need to wake up the Rebel Nation?
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm here. I'm reading here. Pujita is saying, yes, I've had aqua therapy for my son, and it's got his sensory issues in place. That is so cool. So it definitely helps then.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, I'm not a therapist as such, but we do see a lot of children feel really comfortable with water.
Yeah. I'm also not a therapist, but I think once people get over the fear, and once people don't feel nervous, and they just feel, and I'm sure you have. Oh, let me see if I can put this here. Can I put it here? Yes, here we go. I'm pretty sure that once people start getting over the fear, and there's a difference between. Is there like a difference between the fear of being in the water in a pool versus when they go in the ocean? I'm assuming maybe the ocean has a lot more fear because it's an uncontrolled kind of place rather than a pool.
Yes, you'll find actually a lot of my coaches who are, who have swam competitively in swimming pools all of their lives. They're not loving the sea. I love the sea. I'm a lot more comfortable in the sea than I am in the pool.
Same.
But, I just think it's wherever you've been used to swimming. I grew up swimming in the sea rather than in pools. So for me, that feels very comfortable, and I don't really care if I can see little fish and, whatever is in there in the sea. I don't, it doesn't bother me, but some people just kind of don't like seeing a dark.
Yeah. Twinkle is asking, what if they already know how to swim? Can they still win this free swim lesson? Yeah, you can, I think, because I'm pretty sure you're going to learn a lot more things. What can people expect to learn in this swim lesson, even if they already know how to swim? Are you going to teach some tricks, how they can swim better? I don't know.
Yes, it depends on the level that you are. So as I said, we have 5 different levels of adult classes. The adult introduction class is a brand new class for people who've never learned to swim, and they just need to, to learn to float, put their head on the water, etc. Your level 1 people are the people who are going to be doing sort of 25-meter swims, 50-meter swims to a certain extent. So they're going to get comfortable with a stroke, and usually we work on front crawl or freestyle, as it can be called as well. So your level 1s are your swimmers who are able to do a length of the pool of 25 meters. So that's that pool behind me is the 25-meter lane pool. And then your level 2, you start becoming a little fitter. So there, we still work on your technique, but you're becoming. You're a lot more at ease in the water. You will do maybe 1.5 kilometer in your session. So we're talking quite a few lengths. Once you get into master's development or master's squad, in a master's squad, you will do 3.5, 4Ks, in a class of 1 hour. So it's fairly intense. So you have to be not only a good swimmer, but an efficient swimmer, and as well, and pretty fit.
I love this. Oh, I have a question. So for example, if I wanted, and guys, I'm going to say the number again, and guys, in case you guys can't read, 04-357-0722 to win a free swimming lesson. Even if you already know how to swim, this is going to improve your skills, and you're going to have some fun in the water. My question is, for example, because now you've really inspired. I love swimming so much, and I really used to do so many swimathons back in the day, and I'm kind of like feeling so inspired listening to you that maybe I could like get back into maybe I don't know if I could still do swimathons. But my question is, for example, if I come to you and I say, okay, I think I'm a strong swimmer, but maybe that's just me in my head and I'm not, right? So do you guys do an assessment? Would you do an assessment to see what level the person is so that you would know where to put them? So let's say like I message you tomorrow and I say, okay, I want to get back into my swimming, but like in a proper kind of like, you know, like good level. So maybe I could like be swimming, you know, more bigger lengths. Do you say, okay, come and we do an assessment so we see where you are at? Like, how does that work? Do you just throw me into the water and go, okay, Alex, swim as fast as you can so we can like test you out? How does it work?
No. We'll do an assessment. I mean, our groups are fairly fairly self-explanatory. If you are a beginner, we put you straight into the adult introduction class. There's like no need for an assessment. If you're a beginner, if you don't know how to swim, that's where you're going to go. Where it gets a little trickier is your level 1, level 2, and then your master's development, because you in all three you know how to swim. It's just your ability to swim for longer distances as well as longer in time is where that's going to make a difference. So yes, we would call you in for an assessment. It's 10, 15 minutes at the most. We have a look at how your stroke is, what you do. My coaches are great. They might give you just a couple of pointers here and there and just giving you a few little tips. And then they'll tell you you're a level 1, or they'll tell you you're a very strong level 2. I suggest that you do a couple of level 2 class, and then you'll be able to go into a master's development class. So they'll just be really honest with where you fit compared to the classes that we've got.
That's so cool. Oh, the Rebel Hotline call! Yes, it's our first caller of the night. I'm so excited. Hello, welcome to Alex's Rebel Hotline. I have missed hearing this ringtone. Who is on the line? Twinkle! Twinkle is on the line. Are you gonna grab a free swimming lesson? But isn't this so cool what she was just explaining? We know how to swim, but then they will tell you like maybe what level you are, what you need to improvise. And if you get 4 other people to win, you guys can all go in a group because it's going to be a nice group swim session. So this is so cool. This is so fun. Make sure that you DM Urban Swim on Instagram so that you can claim the prize, okay? Oh, amazing. Thank you, Twinkle. Oh, love. Big shout out to Twinkle. They do amazing dog treats. So that is so cool. I'm really excited. You've kind of inspired me to maybe get back into swimming, but in a more proper way, because I have a tiny pool here in my building, and man, I used to love, I wish I had brought them. I'm going to try and find them. I still have my swimathon certificates from like back in the day, and I used to love it. And in the UK, they used to do these swimathons to raise money. So it would all be about like, raising money for some sort of charity. And I used to love doing that. And backstroke was my favorite, and apparently was my strongest. I would always come second or third, but
backstroke is hard. So well done.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I didn't clock it. I remember it was the coach at the time that clocked it, and he was like, "You're really like strong with backstroke. That should be the stroke. I think I don't know if that's what's called, like that you stick with." And then I just remember training a lot the backstroke from when there were the swimathons. Pujiti saying, also as a beginner, what will my class be like? I've tried swimming, but never. Oh, this is very interesting. I've tried swimming, but never ended up moving away from the rails.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I suspect you would then be in our adult introduction class with us. So what we would do, we would work. There's a couple of skills that are really key to learn how to swim. One is called blowing bubbles, right? It's when you go into the water and you need to learn how to blow bubble either from your mouth or from your nose. There's actually a video on our social media that kind of show you both. It's a very short clip. So you would learn that, because that is what is going to allow you to, which one is it?
Let me see if I find it. I think we had it.
One. No?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so you will see he goes down, and there he's blowing from his nose, and then now he's blowing from his mouth, right? So this is one of the skills that you're going to learn from the get-go. Other things that we're going to teach you is how to float on your front as well as float on your back, because you need to be comfortable in that
Oh.
position. And then the other key things is, how do you go from floating, from being horizontal in the water, to putting your feet back down, right? And from your feet back up, right? So these are sort of key skills that we're going to teach you how to work. And then slowly but surely, we'll teach you how to rotate. So when you swim, how to rotate, and then your moves, into your front crawl. So it's just a series of little sort of
steps,
victories
right?
that you have. Yeah, little
Yeah.
steps that will get you to swim.
Oh, let's get Pujita to go away from those rails. She says she wants to win, but she can't call now. And can she still take it? Yes, you can still take it. As you guys know, some of these offers continue after the live show. And that's the beauty of the live show, is all of the amplification that happens after the live show as well. I put it on my stories, on my reels, on my newsletters, on the WhatsApp group. So there will be a big push after. So yes, so DM Urban Swim Academy and tell that you want to win. And you guys could go together, Twinkle and Pujita. You guys can go together and you can rally 3 more rebels. So if there's 3 more rebels who are going to win, you can have, oh my God, it will be like a rebel. It was rebels in the water. I love how that sounds. Maybe I need to come to this group, swimming class. And I agree. I think little steps and people start feeling more safe and more comfortable. And I think that nervous system starts to send those signals that they are safe. And suddenly they are out and swimming, and there they go. This has been so cool. I absolutely love what you do. On the live show, I've always been asking my guests if there's a special message that they want to share with everyone here. Is there something special that you would like to share with everyone?
Oh, you catching me off guard. Does it need to be
Oh, I'm
related
sorry.
to swimming? Is it swimming?
I guess you know why, because I started this live show when, as I call, the interception era started. We were going through those very intense weeks. So during those live shows, which were so intense, they were Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays, and I was showcasing so many small businesses. So because the times were really intense, I always had that, like, is there a message that you want to share? A message of love, of positivity. But it's become a ritual that I now still continue. The message can be anything. Could be about swimming, could be about the current time, can be a personal message, could be just something special that you want to just put out there to do with water and swimming. But it also doesn't have to be anything serious, by the way.
Well, I just want to say I've been here 26 years and I've gone through quite a few crises. Actually, my first leadership role, I was heading sales and marketing for Emirates Towers, and I got the job a week prior to September 11.
Whoa.
And so whilst, we were the Twin Towers in the UAE here, and I was head of sales and marketing, obviously there was very famous Twin Towers that were no more. And I just feel, throughout the 26 years I've been here, we've gone through various different crises, and this country has done so well, and I always recovered well. So I'm loving all this sort of small business sort of love that we see everywhere, including what you do with your rebels. But for me, it's just we just got to stay strong, and this country will just take care of us.
100%. Wow, 26 years here. For me, it was 18 this February, but 26.
Yeah.
I take my hat off to you. I want to go have coffee with you. You must have some really awesome stories. I love when I meet people that have been here for 20 plus years, because I think there's not so many left anymore. Do you have a group? Do you have like a Oh, and the phone is ringing again. Okay. Welcome to Alex's Rebel Hotline. Who's on the phone? Oh no, it's hang up. Maybe someone was shy, or maybe they're going to call again. But I just saw on the comments that Pujita has decided to tell us about the Dracula explanation. So she's saying, by the way, Dracula hates war. That's why the dad tells that about me. Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know that.
I don't think I kind of knew that.
I think my
Right,
coaches
because
would make him love it.
I think this could also be some fun inspiration for your content because you have really fun content. Okay, yeah, I didn't clock that. I was really thinking in my head, I'm like, what's the Dracula reference? What's it? And I know that Dracula has really white skin because they live in the dark, they cannot see the sun, but I didn't know that water was a thing. Okay, well, thank you for telling us because we were really wondering. One of my friends is trying to call, phone seems busy. Okay, wait, maybe it wasn't fully. Okay, now it's solid. Tell her to call again. This is such an old phone. That's why sometimes I cannot hear you guys on the line. And that's why sometimes I'm like, who is it? Who is it? Because this is like really old. But tell her to call again.
If not, they
Okay,
can just DM us and just say that they were on the Rebel, and then the first 5 people to send us a message will get the free class.
I cannot wait. I want to see videos. I want to see photos of the rebels in the water. I think this is so cool. I love what you're doing. There's a lot of love on the Instagram live as well for you. Oline Rose. I don't know if you know Oline Rose, but she's saying, thanks so much. Oh, and there she is. Hello. Welcome to Alex's Rebel Hotline. Hello. This is amazing. What is your name? Tanny? Stanny? Stanny? Stanny is such a cool name. I like that is such a dope name, Stanny. Okay, Stanny. Yes, you're a Rebel winner. You've just won one of the free swimming lessons. This is going to be so fun. Are you looking to learn or do you want to enhance your swimming skills? Oh, he wants to enhance his swimming skills. Do you prefer swimming in the pool or in the water? Now this is turning into a whole questionnaire. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. I am so excited for you, and I'm so happy that you called the Rebel Hotline. I always love picking up the phone and talking to you guys. Make sure you DM Urban Swim, okay? Thank you. Bye. Oh, this is so awesome. You guys are going to have so much fun. I might just DM you to see if I can still win so I can go together. That would be so fun.
Right ahead.
Totally. So I was saying, Oline Rose is saying, thanks so much for the opportunity of discovering this swim academy. So someone is giving you love. Maybe it's one of your fans, one of your students. I don't know if you know them. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah. So some love here on Instagram. And some of you guys on Instagram saying that you guys want to win. You got to call. One of the ways to win quickly is to call the Rebel Hotline. And if there's any freebies still left, you can DM Urban Swim Academy because a lot of people tune into the show after the live. It's on my YouTube. People tune in after. Or it's also, by the way, guys, these shows are also going on my audio podcast that has daily 500 listeners. So these shows go on my audio podcast. So if you are actually listening to this on audio and you are still wanting to win, you can always try your luck and DM Urban Swim Academy and see. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. When I saw your Instagram, I was like, oh, I got to grab her. We got to tell the world. We got to tell the UAE about your swim academy because anything to do with water, I love. And I love that you have so many locations. But wait, there was another offer that you had. I've just remembered that you've sent me on your first aid courses, correct?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Hold on. Tell everybody. I'm going to share it here on the screen.
We have, we've got part of our offering is we also have a training center and we teach people how to become swim teachers. But on this side of this, we also have, we offer first aid and CPR courses. So we had a specific offer for you tonight, which was a 30% off our first aid and CPR course, which is at ASHI HSI American course, which is DCAS approved here in the UAE. And it's valid for 2 years. So well worth it. And it's at 30% off.
Hold on. I'm just putting up here on stage. Here we go. Wow. 30% off first aid courses. I think I would love to take one, but I kind of feel like if you don't practice, like, how do you remember what to do when you then need to do it? And hopefully you never need to do it. But I
Well,
just
to
kind of
be
think,
yeah,
can I remember?
to be honest, when we train somebody, we hope they're going to practice as little as possible, because really you don't want to be in a position where you have to save somebody's life. But if you have to be in a position where you have to save somebody's life, then you might as well just know how to do it.
Exactly. This is so cool. 30% off first aid courses. This is so, so awesome. Can anybody do this, or do you need to have some sort of prior?
You have to be 14 years old. That's all. And then, the course is, you can do what we call a hybrid course, which is we would obviously, as we register you, we would send you videos. You have to watch the videos, and then you've got to come into our office and do a 2-hour sort of practical on the videos that you've learned. This is a lot of the practical is based on the CPR, when you learn how to do resuscitation. Or you can do a live course, which is roughly about 6.5, 7 hours. So let's say a full day in the office, where you will go through the videos with the instructor and then do the practical bit as well.
So cool and so needed, because if there is ever a situation, you can be that person that can literally save someone's life. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's again a vital skill. It's something that you, for your loved ones, for your friends, if in any situation somebody could have an accident, a problem with their heart, and you just want to know what to do until the ambulance arrives.
I mean, look, I'm a huge geek on medical dramas. I've just finished watching The Pit. I don't know if you
good, isn't it? So good.
No, did you just watch the latest season?
How late is the latest season? I last watched it a couple of months ago.
Oh no! So last week was the last episode of the latest season. So there's a new season. So, oh my God, this is great news for you, because you can now binge watch the whole thing.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I had to wait what was it? It was always my Saturday morning ritual. Like oh my God, this was I had such a stupid ritual, because I would wake up in the morning, I would make my breakfast, and I would be eating my breakfast watching The Pit. When you literally see them slitting people open, and they are very good with the visual effects, because you literally see everything. And I would literally say to myself, like, why do you choose to watch The Pit, this show, when you are having your breakfast? Because it's like
very gory.
It's so gory. But every time I would be watching The Pit or any other medical drama, and you obviously see them doing a lot of that CPR stuff, I would always have this like, oh, it is so badass to know how to do like CPR. And I always think like, oh, I would want to know how to do like CPR. But then I'm like, Alex, you'd probably like totally forget about it, because in what I do, there's you never know what life throws at you, but this is so, so, so cool. So everybody listening here now or on the replay, 30% off first aid courses. If this is something that interests you, or you have friends or people that you think would love this, for how long is the 30%?
Listen, I was going to say the whole of tomorrow. Anybody registering, it doesn't mean that you have to do the course tomorrow. You register for the course and you do it at a date that works for you. But the whole of tomorrow, I will grant the 30%. So a course is currently 300 dirhams. So that would make your course at 210. It is probably the best investment you can make into your life, and your friends, your family, etc.
That is such a good offer. Twinkle is asking, what are the locations for the swimming class?
Yep. So the pool that you see behind me, this is in Meydan. This is Wellfit Meydan. We have Jumeirah Island in Jumeirah Park, or Jumeirah Islands. We are also at the French Lycée in Al Quoz. We are also at Ranches Primary School, at Jebel Ali School, which is in Damac Hills, and the White School in Sport City.
Amazing. Pujita is saying, I'm going to ask my dad, did you call me a Dracula just so I can get on water to swim? Because my dad is an awesome swimmer. Well, there you go. Maybe. But now you're going to get on the water and you're going to be swimming, and I'm going to be watching you swim from my window here by the ocean as well, because you're going to be an amazing swimmer. This was so cool. Amazing offers. Win a free swimming lesson. There's 5 up for grab, but I think there's already 3 that have already gone. 3 have already gone. So there's 2. I think there's like 2 still up for grabs. Thank you so much. I am going. Thank you for also inspiring me, because I think I'm feeling really inspired to possibly maybe go back to my swimming lessons or swimming training, because I used to love it.
You must.
Yeah, I really must, because I love the water so much. It was such a big part of my my teenage time. It was also because I didn't really fit in with any of the hobbies that the other kids had at the time. I remember back in the 90s in the UK, there was a lot of rollerblading. Like people would go to these rollerblading places and on rollerblading discos on Friday nights and Saturday nights, and I couldn't rollerblade because I was really bad with balance, so I never felt that I could fit in. So swimming for me was such an escape, and I loved it. It was like my happy place. So thank you for inspiring. Maybe I'm going to be messaging you. And you said there's one in Jebel Ali, so maybe that will be my closest one to me, because I'm in Marina area. So
your closest one would be Jumeirah Island, if you're in Marina.
Oh, okay. I'm terrible with geography. Yeah. Okay, well, I will go to that island and I will be there. Thank you so much. Everybody, please, I just want to do a big shout out for all the Rebel Nation to follow your Instagram page. So everybody, please go to Urban Swim Academy and give that Rebel love that only we Rebel Nation know how to give. Give a follow, send it to a friend, press save, leave some comments, drop some hearts emojis in the comments, share all of those amazing Instagram signals on the Urban Swim Academy, so they can really feel that Rebel love that only we know how to give. Thank you so much for being on the show this week, and I see you in the water, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I removed myself and I left you on stage. How cool was that, guys? That was so awesome. I'm so happy that some of you grabbed this amazing offer. Listen, swimming is so important. You got to swim, because you never know. What if you got to swim for your life? Or what if you see a merman and you want to swim towards the merman? Clearly that's my manifestation. Okay, so I have some update, and that is my special guest Waleed think something came up and he can no longer join us on tonight's show, which was also why I could stay longer with our amazing Urban Swim Academy. So I'm actually quite sad to say that he's not joining us, and I was really looking forward to share with you guys his project that he's doing, which is a really cool photography project that he has. You can go and get a free photo shoot with him, but I don't know what happened. He just wrote on the comments here that he had to leave. So I guess that's what happens live. So I really loved tonight's class. I loved how we had some educational class in the beginning, and then we had a showcase, just the right amount of snackable bits. Let me see if there's things that I want to share with you guys. I want to remind us of last week's offers. Last week's we had some amazing founders, and I want to just remind you that those offers from last week: pet accessories, disco pajamas. What more did we have? We had pet accessories, disco pajamas, and hold on. My memory. What else did we have? There was one more. What else did we have? Oh, the beaded bags, those beautiful, amazing beaded bags. Let me just put it up here on the screen. Our amazing showcases that we had last week. Here we go. So just a big shout out to last week's small businesses. It was so cool. The disco pajamas, the beaded bags, and the pet accessories. If you missed missed last week, tune in and go and see the highlights reel. It's got all their offers. There's some amazing offers going on for them. So I really wanted to just shout out for them that were here with us last week. I really hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you for sticking around and watching. And even if you've just passed by to say hello, that means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed some of our marketing lessons for Michael's show. I am going to keep manifesting that Vox Cinema will reply to my email. Can we just manifest? Let's manifest together. Shall we end with a Michael Jackson song? What song shall we play for Michael? I really, tomorrow morning, I am going to see my Brainy Mentorship Rebels at 11 a.m. So if you are on my private group mentorship, I'm going to see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Dubai time. If you still want to enroll to my group mentorship, send me a message and I will send you the link. What song? Let me see what song I'm vibing. I'm really vibing. Remember the Time. I love you guys so much. Stay positive. Stay resilient. Rise up. And if it's feeling tough right now, it's not forever. It's just a phase. It's not your forever. I love you so much. And I see you next Tuesday. Maybe. I think next Tuesday. Fell in love. Do you remember the time? Bye. Love the song so much. I love you, Rebels. Have an amazing rest of week. Stay strong. Stay positive. Ah, such a good song. I love you guys. Should we listen one more song? Okay, one of my most favorite songs is actually like Thriller, even though it's not Halloween, but it's such a cool song. Okay. It's close to midnight. I don't even know if you guys can really hear the music. All right. I love you so much. I'm going to go. I see you on the other side. Mwah.